Alrighty then. And let's ensure that the audio is working. So I don't believe any audio is playing at the moment. Alrighty then. Yes, there we are. Oh dear, I'm getting echo. There we go. Splendid. I don't believe any audio is playing at the moment. Yes, there we are. Oh dear, I'm getting echo. There we go. Drat, why am I getting my own audio again? This is troubling. Hold on. I appear to have it open somewhere. Or not. Drat, why am I getting my own audio again? This is troubling. Hold on. I appear to have it open somewhere. Can you hear an echo? Or not. Can you hear an echo? I suppose you can send me your client. I am Magnamania, currently streaming. And the first I'm going to be streaming War Girl, because I believe this is currently the best game at NCFC. I am Magnamania, currently streaming. And the first I'm going to be streaming War Girl, because I believe this is I can hear myself. This is troubling. I can hear myself. This is troubling. Oh, I have it now. I had the YouTube open on a separate window. There we go. Alrighty then. War Girl. There we go. I believe my voice should be about the same volume as the game. I'm gonna say here. Alrighty, so War Girl is a side-scrolling run-and-gun kind of game. You control it with the WASD and the mouse and keyboard. Oh, the mouse and keyboard. Use WASD to move. Use the mouse to aim and shoot, as well as move the camera slightly. And use shift to use a dodge roll. There's also a weapons and ammunition shop, I presume. I can't seem to figure out how to purchase ammunition from it, unfortunately. The devs said they may have forgotten to implement it correctly. Crap, I messed up there. The thing I love the most about this game so far is that it is extremely rewarding at speed. You can very much go through levels very fluidly and quickly, provided that you master the art of moving and aiming at the same time, as well as using the dodge roll at correct times. A little bit of a secret, you can only obtain that by using the dodge roll as a third jump. That is not how you use the dodge roll as a third jump. That is how you use the dodge roll as a third jump. The bomb does more burst damage than the pistol, has a small area of effect, and uses less ammunition, so it's fairly good. But it is a secondary weapon, and it is vulnerable to gravity. So there are some disadvantages. Can I fire through... Crap. I did believe the bottomless pits are a bit harsh as far as punishments go. There is no life system in this game, so you can die as many times as you want. I do wish it was done in a bit more of a modern sense by removing health. Because dying to a bottomless pit is a very valid problem in this game. Very likely way to die. Especially if you're trying to go fast. But this is a very enjoyable game to go fast in. Let's do the old easy way. Oh, these fellows. They get taken out by the bomb in one shot, so it is best to bomb them. Generally, most of the enemies in the stage are best taken out with a bomb. And here comes the end of the demo, and the first boss. Unfortunately, the text box scrolls extremely quickly, I'm not entirely sure why. Regardless of whether I press the buttons or not. So the boss is fairly simple and straightforward. Alternate sides of the room. You have to dodge roll through the laser attack. It also has a missile attack, which I believe it alternates between. Let's see. There we go. You can dodge roll directly through the missiles, which is a bit more enjoyable than dodging them. You also get a small amount of ammunition back when you dodge roll through them. And that, unfortunately, is the end of the demo. And I suppose that'll be the end of that demo. So I suppose I will switch to something else. I believe I downloaded another game. Yes, I was interested in playing Lance and Adventure because it appears to be another run-and-gun game, and Strike Forcer has not given me his X yet, so I will switch to that. I've played War Girl before. I have not played Lance and Adventure. I suppose I could try Retux. Does it run on Windows? Right, so I have received the password, and now, let's see. I see. Okay then. I've already began downloading it, do not worry. And I am free to redistribute it. I shall not, though. Because I believe in capitalism. Although, I do understand that free software is not incompatible with capitalism. But I believe that it's significantly harder. Alrighty. Let's play some Penguin Mario. I may not have the latest version of Python. Oh, I don't have Pygame, that's why. Hold on. I am currently downloading Pygame. Let's see. Oh, drat, they have a binary. I did not see that. Alrighty. Oh, it comes with them, eh? I don't seem to see a dependencies folder. Drat, I think I need to re-download Python. Let's see. Python.org. Downloads. Oh, drat, I may have downloaded the wrong version. No, I downloaded Win32. Okay, I've installed the latest version of Python. Let's see if the setup works. Yes, perform a default install. Okay, Retux. Let's see if it works. Start Retux by running retux.py. Oh, it appears to be there now. How about that? Oh, wait a minute. No, it may have always been there? I'm not entirely sure. Well, either way, I'll install Python and Pygame from there now. Install for all users. Python 2.7. Yes. Put the virus on my computer. Creating duplicates. Okay, that should be it. Now, can I run Retux? This is promising. I have a command line with nothing else. Huh. Okay, so running Retux simply opened a command line window with no text. It's trying to load something. I believe so, or rather I already had a Python installation on my computer. I don't know how old it was. I'm going to try running through the setups one more time. Hold on, let me put something on the stream while we're waiting so that Wait, okay, so I've installed Python, repair Pygame. Copying new files. Okay, so both of them have been reinstalled in order. And when I start, maybe I need to... Well, Python is trying to open it with python.py. Hold on, I'm going to put an image on the screen so that people don't see a black screen. So people know the stream is running. There we go. Okay, let's see. Retux. Okay, so trying to run Retux opens a terminal, which then promptly has nothing in it. And I have installed both of the both Python 2.7.12. Oh, I believe it's running now. Hold on. Oh, okay, splendid. Hold on. Splendid. Perfect. I believe a small amount of the screen is cut off. There we go. Alrighty then. I guess it just took some time for the terminal to start or something like that. Okay, let me go through the readme once more to see what the controls were. Arrow keys and enter, space, left control, left shift. Oh, okay, I'll go to the options menu and make them a bit more user-friendly. Wait, what? Press, okay. I see you already had WASD. I will use my super secret special control scheme. Alrighty. See, the old menu didn't seem to go away. Well, it certainly seems to be a technical achievement so far. I suppose not too many people go into the menus. Menus tend not to be something that one tests as frequently. Goodness gracious, how many levels are there? Is this generating tile maps as well? Ah, I see, that is a lot of levels. Oh dear. Icy Island is now the domain of the Snow King. All residents must pay 5% of their fish in tax. Failure to pay this tax will be punished. What? They're taking my fish? I will not stand for this. Nobody takes away my fish. Oh, drat, I pressed the wrong button. I apologize. I was trying to remove the menus. Hold on, okay, it's starting once more. So it does. There is a brief 5-second or so delay on my machine. Okay, so I believe the controls are saved. So hopefully we're just gonna skip reloading and delay the loading earlier. So, what a nice cold day for fishing. I wonder what I'll catch today. Oh, looks like I have a message. Citizens of Icy Island, beginning on ice date 54273. Icy Island is now the domain of the Snow King. All residents must pay 5% of their fish in tax. Failure to pay this tax will be punished. What? They're taking my fish? I will not stand for this. Nobody takes away my fish. Alrighty. Not exactly 1-1. Oh, I get the joke. Ha 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 ha. It's just like the 1-1 from the Super Mario Brothers. Okay, let's see. It feels like ice physics, which is appropriate. Having trouble finding secret areas? The clue is in the name. So, because it's not exactly 1-1, there is clearly a secret area somewhere here. That was not present in 1-1. Oh, that's a Koopa that I can then launch into the Goombas. But they aren't Goombas and they aren't Koopas. I may have missed a secret already. And I suppose I'll get to your game when I've sufficiently strengthened enough of this one, Strike Forcer. Well, that certainly wasn't in 1-1. So there does not appear to be an immediate indicator as to how much ammunition I've used, but the shading of the flower does decrease with each shot. So I can't tell exactly what my ammunition is, but I can get an idea. Cinematic mode enabled. I'm going to assume that's a debug message to say that you can't control the character. Two dimensions are better than one. Okay, so they do not enter a kickable form. Sometimes it's just better to go up. Ah, I see. So this level... We've evolved from the camera style of Super Mario Bros. 1. Now we have vertical progression. Ah, little sound effect for skidding. That's nice. I assume that I've forgotten that I've missed something that would allow me to fly upwards. Can't appear to go down this pipe. And I believe I've missed multiple secrets at this point in time. So, we have Ice Cube Gentleman. I don't know what's over there, so I will not risk my life. Ah. Well then. Oh dear. Oh. Certainly does take a bit of time to get used to the physics. And they are clearly intentionally this way. With the ice theme. Intuitive enough to just march directly to the pipe. I think the fire flower would look a tad bit better if there was an animation for it to fire. Nothing spectacular, maybe a temporary size increase while firing. It looks a tad unprofessional to have a object just sort of spawn from nothing. Nah, I don't need the coins that much. Right. Ooh, I am doing terribly. Fire can be a great way to melt ice, blocking access to certain tuck stalls. Now, where can one find a fire flower around here? Fire? I suppose that can't be copyrighted. It's a bit too straightforward to be copyrighted. It's 2 English words in a row. May the 4th be with you. Sounds like someone with a lisp saying it. May the 4th be with you. No, what was it? Oh, that's wrong. It would be, May the 4th be with you. Ooh. Ooh. quite a few coins. Another secret I missed, I presume. Oh, those two friendly fire. I'll have to keep that in mind. So I see the point here is to strategically make that thing fall. Oh. Well, I suppose that works too. Traveler's note. I swear, there are no fire flowers anywhere in this level. How am I supposed to melt this ice? What's more, that ledge over there is shaped like a grin. Almost as if it's taunting me. That ledge over there? I see, so we can drop down from above. So there's a fire flower on the top section of this level. Which means that I don't like backtracking all that much, but let's see if I can at least find out what the secret is here. Because I think I've missed almost every secret in the game so far. I don't want to be too disappointing. Well, to be quite honest, I believe it's more boring to watch me try to backtrack than it is to, progress. So I will simply leave off this attempt to find secrets in an attempt to make a more watchable stream. Oh. Maybe I could stomp on them if I fell from a high enough level. I had not considered that possibility. Ooh. Oh. I see. I was a bit confused by that, so I understand that if you run into the ice cubes, the not Koopas, you will grab onto them. And if you jump on that ledge, you will die. Let me just confirm that, because I don't believe this game is a life system. Is this ledge non-solid? Yes. It is not solid. Okay. Oh, let's collect coins. Handy.
The studies have shown that penguins have the ability to kick ice blocks and possibly other items straight up. They do this by holding down the up button while pressing the action button.
So down an action button will put it down, whereas up an action button will fire upwards. I figured that ledge was supposed to be solid. If I ever make a proper platformer, I'm going to integrate the level designer with the tile designer, because it seems too easy to make mistakes like that. Snowman's Castle. Well, the music's certainly going to pepping you up. Let's see. Oh, that's not a fire bar at all. Well, it's not a fire bar, it's the other thing. Can't remember the name, actually. Oh, not high enough to jump. Okay, so if I'm going fast enough, I can stomp across them at that distance. Are you going to die? No, you aren't. That was terrible on my part. Oh, I see. A puzzle. I like the theme. The theme is quite good. This is the boss, I presume?
What are you doing here? You're trespassing.
The reign of the Snow King is over.
What are you talking about? His reign has only just begun.
Yeah, and now it's going to end. He should have thought about that before taking away my fish.
Fish! I will not allow you to overthrow a great king over a tax! Your conquest ends here.
So are you Boom Boom, or are you a bit more interested in that? Let's see. Okay, so perhaps your AI will be a bit more interesting after being stomped on. Ah, yes. There we go. Ooh. Oh, I see. Oh, no, I don't see. Oh, do you jump when I jump? I presume he jumps when I jump, but only if he hasn't jumped within a few frames? No. I don't quite understand how his AI works. Well, I suppose I should do what would come much more naturally, which is to simply rush him down. Ah, this is how I prefer to play a game. Rush forward. Keep the fluid motion going, unless you get hit. Good, the dialogue does not play a second time. Ooh. Huh, so it's if I'm close to him and I jump, is that how it works? If I'm above him and near him, I believe that's the rule. No, it's not. Is it just random? And that was World 1, leading us to World 2. The 7 Deadly Springs. Oh, okay, so if I'm holding an item, I can still kick them, I just can't grab them. What exactly is the reward for getting coins? Do you heal when you get 10? Or 20? Trying to keep track of my health. So if I can figure this out. Let's see. Oh. Onward. Ooh. I'll take it.
Traveler's note. It is said that this novel contains 7 springs, but I have only managed to find 6. Could the 7th one be in a hidden block somewhere?
Oh, it could be. Unfortunately, I'm not very fond of jumping everywhere to find these things out. So I will just proceed onward. Oh, crap. Wrong direction. Here we are. I believe I still found a grand total of 2 Tuxes. Tux dolls. I'll take that. My goodness, these physics take some time to get used to. Oh.
Traveler's notes. The cave to the left appears to be inaccessible from here. There has to be another way inside.
Yes, there has to be another way inside. Well, I suppose that I have not... I could probably check some pits that I would not have checked normally. So pressing down to the pipe does nothing. So far, I have had a 0% success rate with pushing down on pipes, so... Let's see... Getting a bit far from the cave. Nope, I have absolutely no idea where it is. Oh! This pipe. Okay, I have found the first pipe that... Or, at least I have found the first pipe that I have attempted to enter, and have been successful in. So let's see, is it 20? Is it 20 coins? Yes, it's 20 coins. Okay. I presume I can use this spring to reach the top. Splendid. Let's see. Ice physics. Let's see. Huh. Is it possible to... No. So there was an area earlier I could have jumped to. Well, they are an 8-bit sound effects. This is the second world. So far, the game has been modeled mostly off of Super Mario Bros. 1, where the aesthetics between worlds does not change significantly. The aesthetic between levels can. Oh, yes. Oh, drat. No, no, no. Oh, bother. Perhaps I can respawn them. No. Ah, here we are. Oh. Can I stop on this? No. Okay, so I need to find a spring with which to obtain that. Let's see. No tucks. Spring factory. My goodness, it's just so it's remarkably unintuitive to bounce on those bouncing enemies with the ice physics. I assume it's something that I'll get used to eventually. Perhaps I should be using the sneak button more. Oh, I had entirely misjudged where that was. Oh. Oh, it's called the Spring Factory because I need to find a spring. Somewhere. Already get that. Oh, there we are. Not entirely sure how I missed that the first time. It was quite clearly in my way. Oh, I missed the name of this level. Is there a way to find it? Leap of Faith. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Oh dear. I hate to stop the action. Let's see. Well, I don't believe I'm quite done with Root Tux quite yet. Oh. I suppose I should ask Onpon what he believes a good spot would be to stop. I must confess that as of now, I am not particularly enthused by this game, but I don't think it's bad, necessarily. be quite honest, it's middle of the road so far as platformers go. It's not unfun to play. Yes, I can have the game download in the background while playing this. There's no issue there. Oh, that's a trap. I see. Ooh, that is quite a lengthy animation. Now I shall simply finish with this block. Yes, Strike Forcer, I have received your link, and I will begin downloading it while this level is playing its completion animation. I like the style of these mountains. Very similar to Yoshi's Island. Well, there's certainly quite a lot of platformers present, but that's what one would expect at a convention that is primarily Mario.
Welcome to Mount Slimmerest, the skinniest mountain in the world! Please don't climb on Mount Slimmerest. The extra weight may cause it to topple over.
Is that Mount Slimmerest right there? You know, I must say that, one thing I have noticed so far, I think this game might play a bit better with its physics engine, trying to go fast rather than trying to go in the traditional Mario, you know, collectathon, completionist kind of playing. As it feels like I have to constantly slow down to stomp on things and collect coins. War Girl so far is probably one of my favorite, honestly, one of my favorite indies that I've played in a while. I'm very excited for War Girl. They appear to be spiked on there on top. Ah, this is more enjoyable. This feels like I'm trying to make something happen with the physics engine. Quite nice. Ah.
Ow.
Oh dear. I like the idea of this segment. I don't appear to be very good at it, but I like it in concept. Oh dear. Got it. I'm one fireball short, or... Oh, I had quite a few fireballs this there, didn't I? There are the fire bars. Oh, I see. They're kind of based on the normal enemy of that type, aren't they?
Who are you?
I am Tux, and I am putting an end to the Snow King's reign, one castle at a time!
Well, that's too bad, Tux. I would have liked to let you leave in peace.
Okay. So I take it that this fellow has the same AI as the last one. Seems like it's best if I handle it similar to Boom Boom and memorize where he ends his run, so I can stop him immediately rather than let him engage in his attack patterns. How about this? I'm going to try to play I'm going to try to get to the end of this world by playing through levels quickly rather than in a completionist manner, and see what happens, eh? Nope, not gonna bother with the side path. Let's go fast. Oh. I messed up there. Ooh. Ooh, missed him. There we go. So far, what I have come to the conclusion of is that... I'll read this block at least. Did you know it's possible to drop whatever you're carrying? Just hold the down button while pressing the X and button. Yes, I figured it out. So far, I feel that the game is more enjoyable when you're attempting to go fast, because the act of slowing down with the ice physics makes it a bit unpleasant to stop and land on enemies and hit blocks and things of that nature. Obviously, I'm taking quite a lot of damage this way, but ideally I just need to get better at handling movement at full speed. Oh! Handy. Oh, drat, I did not mean to enter that level again. I believe this route will be faster. I'm just going to go to the end of this world. Hey, a night stage. Nice to have a change of scenery. Oh dear. Okay, that's not what I'm supposed to do. I take it there's an ice power up here that can freeze those things, allowing me to stomp on them, but... well... that's faster. Oh. But here I'm clearly supposed to be using this. There we go. I made it a coin. Very badly. 1 coin. There we go. Oh. This route is not significantly faster. This level is called Ice Climber. Oh dear, because we will be climbing ice. Oh, drat. Honestly, I guess what I'm kind of coming down to as a conclusion is that this sort of game would make more sense as a Sonic type of game. Perhaps one where you can toboggan through enemies or things of that nature. Oh, I understand. I actually know how this puzzle works. So, I think. Yes. There we go. The element barrier. I see. So I need to collect an ice flower and a fire flower. And separately place them in front. This level splits off into 2 routes, so I can assume one is the ice flower and one is the fire flower. Oh, drat. Ah, here we are. Splendid. Now I'll put this down. And head for the ice flower. Oh dear. I suppose part of the problem is that instinctually I try to jump before landing in some sort of difficult situation. Oh. But in practice one has much more traction on ice than in the air. I shall place this here and collect the fire flower. Uh-oh. There we go. Alrighty, let's collect this secret. Place this ice flower here. Place this fire flower here. Stop and freeze. We go on top of him? Oh. And level's over. Doing that quite a bit. One is not enough. Oh, that's a regular spring, not a carryable one. Let's see where it takes me. Oh. Oh, drat. Huh. Well, perhaps I can reposition them by shooting them repeatedly? Not entirely sure. So far, the Ice Flower appears to be a much more interesting to use and honestly more fitting to the game's theme power-up than the Fire Flower. Now look at the castle. No one in the stream window has said anything for about, I'm gonna say 20 minutes, so I believe people are losing interest already. Oh, I forgot I had no health. The physics are just ever so off from Mario's. It keeps messing me up. That's for the retuxes, I suppose. I'd have to go down the optional path to obtain the string necessary to get that Fire Flower. What just... Oh. Oh, drat. That was a Steam notification. I'm actually going to turn off Steam temporarily. Okay, I don't believe anyone's actually watching this. I think I will switch to Striker's game. Because I'm not really enjoying the game all that much, and I don't see the point if no one is watching. So, here we are. Oh, drat, I already switched. Oh, well. Okay, so we are currently playing Mario the Dark World by Strikeforcer. Is there an option to configure keys? Oh dear. Oh, bothersome, I actually hit the wrong button. Let's try that again. J. Oh, there is no option to change the movement keys. Okay, I'll have to simply play with the intended keys then, I suppose. I noticed that was the Zero theme from Kirby 64 playing. Well. Okay, it still uses the default Game Maker restart code. I honestly can't tell if these are graphical glitches or if the game is... Oh... on now. You are attempting to go for a bit of a dreary-looking style, right? With the Dark Worlds title and all. The stream should be back on right now. Okay, there we go. I don't care quite enough about those coins to go for them. I see I missed a star. I always found it a bit weird how bombs don't blow up when you hit them with fireballs. Makes sense, but... I mean, not that it makes sense. It was that way in the original Mario games, so... It's perfectly acceptable. Still seems a bit odd to me, though. So, are those blocks supposed to be having difficulty loading like that? They appear to be flashing a color. And that's level 1. Oh, drat. I hadn't thought that hadn't realized that the Gatete Mario engine was quite so similar to Hello's. Oh, that is a remarkable rate for fireballs. Oh, and I can fire them upwards. So how does it work exactly? So it is intentional for them to be flickering like that for a while? Oh. Hmm. Certainly quite dismal. I'm not sure how much of that was intentional, but sort of a very... I guess it has... It does have a bit of the Metroid feel to it. The original Metroid, that is. Where the entire game was designed to feel quite lonely. Ooh. I take it this level's not finished? I mean, it's not really edgy. I mean, I would describe, you know, Hello's gun Mario games as edgy. This is sort of Metroid-y. Sad rather than edgy. Oh. To jump on the bullet bill to progress. This level's complete. The underground shootout is not. Suppose I'll return to Stagnant Spring then. There we go. Alrighty. Huh. So, this sort of, it's fairly generous about landing on slopes from below. Whoa! See, what you're supposed to do in a situation like this, where you want to have jump through slopes, is you want to make sure the player is falling before you start doing slope collisions. Otherwise, you're going to get this sort of warping effect that occurs here. Or falling, or you know, 0 velocity. I don't quite understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. The spin jump does not break the blocks. Ooh. Oh, there's a solid here. Okay. Oh, I believe I accidentally pressed the unlock level button. Which is how I managed to get past the entry point in the first place. That slope code is killing me. Whew. I guess part of the thing is that I have clinically diagnosed depression, and so I don't really like playing games that are sad. Now, let's see if we can at least complete this level. No, actually no, so I'm just going to go to this hole now. Oh dear. There we go. Yes, I can see that you could clearly put a lot of effort into the custom sprite work in this game. So those blocks, I presume you can break with the spin jump. This is a bit hard for the first 2 levels in the game. Not really sure where you go from here to make the game harder, to be quite honest. Oh. Which version of the Gatate Mario engine are you using? I want to inform them about the slope problem. But I'm not sure if they fixed it already. Okay. I'll make a comment on the topic. There's not really any good reason to use GM8 at this point, unless you've already started a game with GM8. Studio is better. The only reason I'm not using Studio is that I've already been working on the game for years. I had to do I'd have to remove a lot of deprecated code to make it work. Well, standard isn't dollars anymore. And switching to compiled code from interpreted code is useful. If you're making fan games with GameMaker Studio, all you really need is standard, is the free version. It used to be that if you wanted to make any game at all that wasn't terrible, you needed the pro version. But when Studio came out, they eliminated that barrier to entry. I only need to pay money if you're going to be trying to make a real game, which is not the goal with a fan game. Okay, I'm a bit sick of this. I'm playing a bit worse than I normally would because I don't like to use arrow keys to control movement, but I just don't like having to repeat content like this over and over again. I don't believe Studio has a resource limit. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. I've never heard of it being a problem. No, that is 100% false. I have created... I started working on an engine in GameMaker Studio that used more than 10 sprites. It's virtually impossible to make an actual game with 10 sprites. I mean, you could, but that's the kind of thing that you would do in a game jam as a self-imposed challenge. There are a lot of projectiles on screen. Like, holy cow, they're coming from all directions. I can't, if I stop on anything, I'm gonna put myself in harm's way. Well, yes, if I hit the block, I could have gotten a power-up for one hit, but it's very difficult to hit something because the act of moving like that, Mario's movement is very imprecise. It's very difficult to dodge large amounts of projectiles in Mario games. That's why, in the Mario game, most enemies do not shoot projectiles. The ones that do shoot projectiles are considered to be so difficult that they put them by themselves, like Camera Brothers. I'm bored with this. I think there was another game, another booth I was interested in. Let me check. Let's see. I mean, you have to understand, the game has to get harder over time. If the game starts off at that difficulty, I can't see you making the game much harder without going into ROM hack territory. I'm going to play Lancet Adventure because it appears to be another jump and shoot game. After one moment. What you have to understand is that ROM hacks are designed with the intent of playing them with... Oh, good, it's another one that uses arrow keys to move. Okay, hold on, I have it open. Let me just switch the window to it. And scale it to the correct size. It's very, very easy to make a hard game. It's very easy to make a game that is difficult to play. The challenge of making a game is primarily in making a game that is fun to play, because it manages to provide a challenge to players that does not defeat them, but comes close to defeating them. Well, this is interesting so far. I certainly see the Kirby influence. Not much of a warning at this enemy. Oh. Holy cow. Does he have an ability that I'm missing here that's supposed to be used? It's kind of slow-paced. Oh, well. Huh. Okay, that was very short. Anything else to play? Let's see. We have multiple joke games. We have generic, somewhat generic looking. Minigame Mayhem. I didn't know that was still. I thought he already finished it 3 years ago. Well, I suppose I'll try Getting Command. Getting Command for Windows. It feels a little bit insulting. I know this might be a bit of an extreme view, but it kind of feels insulting that there are games that look like they've been developed in about 3 weeks, alongside games like, you know, Retux that have been developed for probably years, and they're kind of all in the same area. Oh, that's true, I should have downloaded the source code. Oh, well, I've already got the, Okay, I have it running. Let's see. Ah, the good old NES font. I mean, I'm just thinking that if you've only been developing your game for a short time, do you really need to put it on this giant exposure publicity thing? I'll try normal mode. I always like normal. I should have actually read the README. Hold on. You're a Texan cat and need to defend your homeland from a Koopa Kingdom invasion! Some inspiration was taken from Missile Command, hence the name. Arrow keys and enter to navigate the menu. By default, your character is controlled by the arrow keys and space. Okay then. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's a little bit of strategy to this so far. Just gonna wait for this Koopa to get a little bit farther so I can fire it and get all the Goombas at once. Oh, it only hits one. Okay. So not much reason to wait for it. Is there a mechanic that's preventing me from just doing this? This is not a very fun way to play the game, but it seems the most effective so far. Oh, I see. Okay. Takes away score. Got it. That makes more sense. Gotcha. Alrighty, let's see how many hits Spinies take. 6. Or 7? Oh, I'm supposed to keep it back. I see, it's playing Pong. Drat. Okay. Well, it's certainly an interesting idea. Fairly unique. Quite the opposite of Super Tux, quite honestly. Existing IP, unique idea. Ooh, a bit of a pause there when it looped. Ooh. Certainly much less capable of counting my shots, these Spinies. Yes, this game is fairly simple, but it definitely knows what it's doing. Honestly, I think the only problem I have so far is I think you lose a little bit too slowly. Drat. Is that loss? No, I guess it'll be lost when something crosses that massive area over there. Yes, I think I'll try the highest difficulty because it takes a little bit too long to lose on the normal one. There we go. See, this seems a little bit faster paced. Yes, I think I like this difficulty a bit more. Definitely feel like I'm punished a bit more quickly for messing up. Should probably bind the shoot button to something more mashable than the spacebar. The control options. just try the traditional Z. Oh, somehow I had forgotten that you can move back and forth. There's no minimum range, so I'm not really sure if there's a lot of benefit to moving forward, but it's something. Oh. Nope, wrong. So what is baby version? Oh, baby version seems like it'll take a very long time to lose. I would hate going for high scores in that. I like the idea of the insane mode because if you're going for a high score, it shouldn't take as long to go for a high score. Because the other difficulties feel more like an endurance matter than a skill thing. Oops. I mean, I suppose, but if you're including a difficulty that isn't fun to play for anyone, then I don't think the difficulty really should be in the game. I mean, this difficulty, normal difficulty, I think is slow-paced enough for people who don't play video games to be able to handle it, you know? Grandparents and whatnot. I think the only thing I don't like about this is that the Spinies feel like they take a bit too many shots to kill. I know that the whole point is to have a sort of a tanky enemy that is best dispatched with other means, but it's a bit frustrating to not be able to count my shots. Or to have to really mash it when they are clustered in the lane. Does the difficulty scale in Insane? Or does it just start at the hardest and then ends from there? Well, that was interesting. I mean, there are some games on this convention that don't even have demos There are multiple games at this convention that don't have. I don't really see the point in putting a game on this thing that. When you've been working on something for less than 3 weeks, it's more of an idea than a game at that point. What has not been streamed yet that it's not a joke game? Let's see. Oh, there's Super Mario Bros. Dimensions. There's... Code and the Ancient Keys. I think I'll stop here.